Today, we're diving deep into the mind and lessons of one of the toughest men alive, David Goggins. Known for his incredible endurance and mental strength, Goggins has not only completed some of the world's toughest endurance races, but also served as a Navy SEAL and set up new standards for what it means to be tough. Through his journey, Goggins has shared invaluable lessons on resilience, discipline, and pushing beyond limits. So, if you're looking to unleash your potential and transform your life, you're in the right place. Let's explore the top 10 lessons from David Goggins that can help us all become unstoppable. Make sure to stick around till the end for some empowering tips straight from Goggins' experiences. Lesson 1. The power of mental toughness. First up, let's talk about mental toughness, a cornerstone of David Goggins' philosophy. He believes that the mind is the most powerful tool we have, capable of pushing us far beyond our physical limits. David often says that when his mind tells him he's done, he's really only 40% done. He has developed his mental toughness through extreme training and self-discipline. But how can we start building this in our everyday lives? Start small. Challenge yourself daily with tasks that push you slightly beyond your comfort zone. Over time, these challenges will make you tougher and more resilient. To truly cultivate mental toughness, commit to doing something challenging every day, especially when you don't feel like it. It could be waking up an hour earlier to exercise, taking a cold shower, or even tackling a tough project first thing in the morning. Remember, mental toughness is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. Lesson 2. Embracing discomfort. Lesson number 2 from David Goggins is embracing discomfort. For Goggins, comfort is the enemy of progress. He says that to grow, we must be willing to live in a state of discomfort on a regular basis. One of the most effective ways to do this is to put yourself in situations where you are not comfortable. This might mean public speaking, starting a new fitness routine, or learning a new skill that you find challenging. Goggins' approach is to embrace the pain and use it as a tool for personal growth. He believes that through suffering, we can learn more about ourselves and our limits, which in turn expands those limits. To practice this next time you face a difficult situation, lean into it. Acknowledge the discomfort, then keep pushing forward. Remind yourself that this feeling is a sign of growth. Embrace discomfort, because on the other side of it lies true personal growth. Lesson 3. The accountability mirror. The third powerful lesson from David Goggins is the use of the accountability mirror. Every morning, Goggins would look into the mirror and hold himself accountable for his actions and goals. This ritual helped him stay committed and honest with himself. The accountability mirror is about facing the truth of your situation. It involves standing in front of a mirror, looking yourself in the eye, and asking if you're doing everything possible to achieve your goals. Are you working hard enough? Are you making excuses? To implement this in your life, start by identifying areas where you're falling short. Write these down on sticky notes and place them on your mirror. Each day, use these notes as a reminder of what you need to work on and push yourself to take actionable steps toward those goals. Use the accountability mirror to keep your goals in clear view and your actions aligned with your aspirations. I'll continue with the next lessons in the script, focusing on the 40% rule and how to stay resilient under pressure. Lesson 4, the 40% rule. Next, let's explore one of David Goggins' most famous principles, the 40% rule. This rule is about the hidden reservoir of potential within us that most people are never aware of. Goggins believes that when your mind tells you that you're done, you're only about 40% into what your body's capabilities truly are. This principle has helped him push beyond normal limits in both physical and mental challenges. To apply the 40% rule, you need to recognize when your mind is trying to convince you to give up, and then push past this initial barrier. This is about going deeper into your mental reserve than you think is possible. To start leveraging this rule, whenever you feel like you're at your limit, whether in a workout, a project, or any challenging task, tell yourself you have more in the tank and keep going. Over time, you'll train yourself to access more of your potential. Remember, the body follows the mind. Train your mind to believe more is possible, and your body will follow. Lesson 5. Staying hard. Moving on to Lesson 5. Staying hard. This is Goggins' way of saying that you need to be mentally and physically tough all the time. It's about maintaining your best performance under pressure and not giving into stress or fatigue. Goggins' life, from SEAL training to running ultramarathons, exemplifies this philosophy. He trains consistently, regardless of his feelings or external conditions. This relentless pursuit of toughness prepares him for any adversity he might face. To incorporate this lesson into your life, start by setting standards for yourself that do not allow for mediocrity. Push yourself daily, not just when you feel like it. This could mean setting a daily exercise routine, dedicating specific hours to study or work, or practicing a skill regularly, regardless of your mood. Staying hard is not just about physical endurance, it's about building a resilient mind that doesn't falter when the going gets tough. Lesson 6. The importance of suffering. Lesson 6 from David Goggins is about the importance of suffering. Yes, you heard that right. Suffering. Goggins argues that suffering is necessary for growth and that avoiding pain is avoiding growth. He views each challenge as an opportunity to test himself, to suffer intentionally, and to emerge stronger. This doesn't mean seeking out pain for pain's sake, but rather embracing the natural suffering that comes with pushing your limits. To apply this lesson, start viewing your challenges and the discomfort they bring as necessary parts of your journey. Whether it's pushing through the last mile of a marathon or staying up late to finish a critical project, understand that this suffering is sculpting a stronger version of you. Let your hardships be your guide to self-improvement. Embrace them, learn from them, and use them to forge a stronger self. Great, let's keep the momentum going with more invaluable lessons from David Goggins. Lesson 7, callousing the mind. Lesson 7 is all about callousing the mind. Just as we develop calluses on our hands from physical labor or training, Goggins believes we can callous our minds through repeated exposure to difficult situations. This process hardens us mentally, making us less sensitive to pain and discomfort. Callousing your mind involves consistently putting yourself in challenging situations that force you to operate outside your comfort zone. This could be anything from taking cold showers to increase your tolerance for physical discomfort, to setting and achieving increasingly difficult personal or professional goals. Start small, perhaps with a daily task that pushes you slightly beyond your usual limits, and gradually increase the intensity. The key is regularity. The more often you expose yourself to hardship, the tougher your mental calluses become. Remember, a calloused mind is not born from doing easy tasks. It's forged from the fire of repeated challenges and perseverance. Lesson 8, taking souls. Now onto Lesson 8, taking souls. This might sound intense, and it is in a way. Goggins uses this term to describe his strategy for gaining a psychological edge in competition by dominating his opponents through sheer effort and willpower. In essence, taking souls is about showing your competitors that no matter how hard they try, you will always push harder. It's about breaking them mentally by demonstrating that your will and determination are unbreakable. To apply this in your life, whether in sports, business, or personal challenges, strive to be the hardest worker in the room. Let your actions speak so loudly that others are inspired or even intimidated by your resolve. It's not about being boastful, but about letting your relentless effort and tenacity set a new standard for everyone around you. Taking souls is ultimately about pushing yourself to such an extreme that it lifts you and simultaneously disheartens others who can't match your pace. Lesson 9, cookie jar method. Lesson 9 is the cookie jar method. This is a mental strategy Goggins uses to overcome fatigue and pain in any challenging situation. The cookie jar represents a collection of personal accomplishments and hard-won battles from the past. Whenever Goggins faces a new challenge or feels like giving up, he reaches into this metaphorical cookie jar to remind himself of all the obstacles he has already overcome. This practice serves as a powerful motivator, reinforcing his belief in his own capabilities and resilience. To build your own cookie jar, start documenting your successes, no matter how small. Each success is a cookie you can later use to fuel your confidence in tough times. Refer back to this collection whenever you doubt yourself or need an extra push to get through a difficult moment. Your cookie jar is a personal arsenal of triumphs that prove you're stronger and more capable than you might believe in your darkest moments. Lesson 10, the path of most resistance. Finally, Lesson 10 from David Goggins is choosing the path of most resistance. Unlike the common advice to take the path of least resistance, Goggins advocates for the opposite. He argues that the hardest path is often the most rewarding. This lesson is about not shying away from challenges or difficult tasks because they offer the greatest opportunity for personal growth and development. When you consistently choose the harder option, you not only improve your skills and resilience, but also differentiate yourself from others who choose easier paths. To integrate this philosophy into your life, whenever faced with multiple options, consider which is. Embracing the path of most resistance will forge a character strong enough to face any adversity and turn obstacles into stepping stones toward success. Conclusion. There you have it, 10 life-changing lessons from David Goggins that can help you unleash your potential. These lessons aren't just about physical endurance. They're about transforming every aspect of your life through discipline, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to growth. I hope these insights inspire you to push beyond your limits and achieve greatness. Remember, it's not about where you start, but how far you're willing to go. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more motivational content. Share your thoughts and any personal lessons you've learned from David Goggins in the comments below. Until next time, keep pushing, keep fighting, and keep growing.